Tick-tock. We are less than a week away from voting day, and the federal leaders are making their final pitches to voters. Joining me now to clear it all up, Globe and Mail's Laura Stone. Laura, great to see you this morning.
Great to be here.
Okay, so what are the strategies this week?
Well, right now we have the two front runners, Conservatives and Liberals, kind of at a standstill. And they're making their final pitches to voters this week as to why they should form a majority government. We had some coalition talk over the weekend.
Yes, the C word.
The C word, the dreaded C word. So we had Conservative leader Andrew Scheer out on the weekend saying, you know, an NDP Liberal coalition would be disastrous for families. Your taxes would go up, deficits would increase. You know, we'd see lots of spending, and this would essentially be, as he puts it, an NDP government with a Liberal face. Now, on the flip side, we had Justin Trudeau out on the weekend saying you have to vote for us in order to stop the Conservatives from forming a majority, so trying to win over some of those progressive NDP voters who might be disillusioned with this government to continue to vote for the Liberals.
And this all started with Jagmeet Singh musing that he would do anything to stop a Conservative government, including forming a coalition with the Liberals. Now, you use the word coalition, but you know, a lot of people have been thinking just a minority government with the support, an ad hoc support of left-leaning parties like the NDP. So, and then he walked it back a little bit.
He did kind of walk that back the next day, and I think that's because he was asked about a coalition. He said absolutely, and he was hammered a bit by some as to, you know, counting his chickens before they hatch type situation. We don't know what the government is going to look like after October 21st, after Election Day on Monday, and that all signs point to it being potentially a minority government. How will that look like? Will it be on a case-by-case basis that other parties support either the Conservatives or the Liberals, who are looking to be the party that win the most seats? But we do know the NDP is on the rise right now. So Jagmeet Singh performed well in the leaders' debates. His party is the one that is advancing in the polls, along with the Bloc Québécois. So the NDP under Jagmeet Singh could have some clout to help out a minority government, but he has said he will not prop up a Conservative minority government.
Well, in just a few minutes, Anne-Marie is going to be discussing all of these different scenarios, what the makeup of the House of Commons could look like the day after a vote. But in the meantime, let's continue with our conversation. We saw something that I don't know that we've ever seen before on a campaign trail before, a political leader wearing a bulletproof vest. Justin Trudeau, it was suspected, was wearing something under his clothing. What do we know about that?
Well, that was quite a stunning moment on the weekend. Justin Trudeau was very late for his own rally, and all the reporters in the room knew that something was up. 90 minutes later, he came out wearing a suit jacket and what looked to be something padded under his chest, and there were also lots of security personnel around him. His wife as well, Sophie Gregoire Trudeau, was supposed to introduce him at the rally, and she didn't show up. We know that there was some sort of security situation there, but the Liberals aren't saying exactly what that is, probably for obvious reasons, and he was out over the weekend looking like everything was back to normal. But I think what was interesting is we did see the other leaders come out and say no leader, no matter what your political leanings, should ever face threats of violence, and this is just totally unacceptable in a Canadian society. So I think that was quite a jarring moment on the campaign trail that it has come to that for Justin Trudeau.
We only have a few seconds left, but what do you make of advanced polls open this weekend and so many people turning out?
I think this is really interesting that, you know, we have an engaged population who are out voting early over Thanksgiving weekend. There was some talk that maybe the voter turnout would be lower this time around. It was 68%, quite high last time. So, you know, all signs point to the people being engaged, wanting to vote, having made their decisions already prior to this last week. So I think that was just an interesting development. Will it be as many people as last time when a lot of people voted for Justin Trudeau and change? We'll see. But, you know, certainly people are out there wanting to cast their vote.
All right, Laura, we're in the home stretch, so hopefully we'll talk to you on the other side of this next week.
For sure.
Thanks for watching. If you like this, be sure to subscribe here.
And you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.